Shiguo, Lu Yin Chaos State. Luo He's latest detailed information? In the quiet room where he had been in seclusion, Marquis Lu Yin was already reviewing this report. He had long subscribed to intelligence on Luo He, and he received any new reports as soon as they became available. However, as Luo Feng's strength continued to grow, the price of the intelligence also became increasingly expensive. First in the Chaos Realm transcendence on the entire Origin continent, and its self-created body refining technique? In the near future, will he become a godly king? And countless incarnations? Each piece of information made Marquis Lu Yin's face grow darker. He felt the threat of death already looming over him. He can easily split off countless incarnations, and Huyang City is his city. There should already be incarnations stationed there. Marquis Lu Yin looked up. The two of them were neighbors, and the distance was far too close. This report is not wrong. Even without external help, he can become the number one in Chaos Realm Transcendence. This level of talent, he could become a godly king at any time. Once he becomes a godly king, his strength will comprehensively improve. It might just be enough to completely kill me. Marquis Lu Yin trembled. As a Chaos Realm peak level expert, his survival ability was very strong. But Luo Feng's current strength was already terrifying. How strong would he become after reaching the godly king level? Life, destruction, matter, 3 origin paths practiced simultaneously. After becoming a godly king, who knows what terrifying killing techniques he will comprehend. If my resurrection vessel is destroyed in an instant, then I would be completely dead. Marquis Lu Yin pondered. It was extremely difficult to completely kill someone at the Chaos Realm level, even preventing them from performing a reincarnation secret technique. But considering the terror of Luo He, Marquis Lu Yin dared not gamble. This Luo He despises evil. From what I know of his temperament, he currently ignores me only because he isn't confident he can kill me completely. But once he is confident, I'm afraid he'll strike quietly. Marquis Lu Yin's eyes turned cold. Enough, enough. I'll give up everything in front of me. After reading the report and pondering for a moment, Marquis Lu Yin made his decision. Only reincarnation can completely sever the entanglement with Luo He. I can't afford to provoke him, I can only hide from him. Marquis Lu Yin thought, under the operation of the supreme rules, no one could find the reincarnated body. I have to act quickly. If I'm slow, who knows when he might become a godly king. Marquis Lu Yin was decisive. His clan? His fiefdom? None of it was as important as himself. In a brief moment, he decided to abandon it all. That very day, Marquis Lu Yin emerged from seclusion and began making some arrangements. Once everything was arranged, it would be time for reincarnation. The Snow Realm's territory was perpetually filled with countless falling snowflakes. The snowflakes melted into water upon touching the ground, gradually merging into numerous rivers. These rivers, with their main and branch streams, crisscrossed like blood vessels throughout the entire Snow Realm. These countless snowflakes and rivers were the true form of the Snow Realm ancestor. This was a powerful being who had cultivated the origin path of life to an unimaginable level. A figure formed from gathering snowflakes in the sky, smiling as it gazed in the direction of the ancient Flame Kingdom. The last time I heard the name Luo He was because he killed my disciple and became entangled with Marquis Lu Yin. He himself also went to the ancient Flame Kingdom with Emperor Chu Yu. Who would have thought that in the blink of an eye, he would already be number one in Chaos Realm Transcendence? The Snow Realm ancestor, despite the sins that ranked him among the top 10 on Origin Continent, exuded an aura of purity, as though untainted by his own crimes. He had mastered all 6 branches of the origin path of life and governed them with the blood droplet technique, cultivating it to the first level of the godly king and reaching the realm of blood droplet as a boundary. The origin path of life, first in survival ability. I have cultivated the blood droplet technique to the first level of the godly king. In terms of survival, many at the second level of the godly king cannot match me. However, my ability to face enemies is far too weak. The Snow Realm ancestor shook his head slightly. In direct combat, I estimate I'd only be about equal to this Luo He. With his reputation, his strength in direct confrontation was indeed weaker. Even the 72/annihilation technique, if practiced without external aid, could allow one at the first level of the godly king to fight across levels. This was the difference in cultivation paths. The path of destruction, with all 6 branches oriented toward killing, was naturally extremely strong in that regard. The path of life, though it had methods to extinguish vitality, was weaker in combat compared to the other paths. Destruction, matter, time, space, the infinite, which of these paths wasn't stronger than life in direct combat? I cultivate life, and comprehending a higher level of the primordial bloodline is also suitable for me. However, once cultivated, the residual will of the primordial bloodline will pollute me. The Snow Realm ancestor was well aware of the flaws in the primordial bloodline path. Once the primordial bloodline merged into the body, it not only transformed the body but also twisted the soul, polluting the mind and will. The remaining will of the primordial bloodline would continuously erode one's own will. The flaw in the primordial bloodline path became more severe the further one progressed. It was said that beyond the ultimate level of the godly king, the flaws of the primordial bloodline were even more numerous. But no matter how great the flaws, it could not obscure one point. These bloodlines originated from primordial beings outside the cage. They were a higher level of life. I cultivated the blood droplet technique, and the sins I've accumulated are countless, entangling me in too much karma. I can sense it. I must grow stronger, or else my life will be completely extinguished. The Snow Realm ancestor thought. Whoosh, his figure dissipated, and he resumed his focus on cultivating the primordial bloodline. Asterisk 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 asterisk. The rise of Luo He, with his self-created body refining technique and his #1 strength in Chaos Realm transcendence, spread among the true experts on Origin Continent. In the Thunder Ancient Kingdom, there was a sacred place called Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain. At this moment, Master Zuo Shan-Ke had also arrived here. From a distance, Thunder Mountain appeared to be a towering peak, but upon climbing it, one would discover its vast, boundless expanse. Each peak on Thunder Mountain contained its own isolated spacetime. The 9 sovereigns of the Thunder Ancient Kingdom all had their true forms or incarnations residing here, and many other godly kings and royal elites frequently visited as well. My disciple is far stronger than me. Master Zuo Shan-Ke was in a good mood. #1 in Chaos Realm Transcendence? When I was at my peak, I was about as strong as Luo Feng is now. Back when he was the Jin Godly King, he had cultivated his godly body as though it were a secret treasure weapon, reaching the cosmic body level. His body was terrifyingly strong, no weaker than Luo Feng's current body. Even during flight, his body could escape like a secret treasure designed for fleeing, with various abilities to evade pursuit. Back then, the 3 rulers of Shiguo had fully prepared themselves and launched a sudden attack. But Zuo Shan-Ke had still managed to escape. However, in that sudden assault, his wife, his fellow sect members, and his tribe were all wiped out. It was out of endless hatred that Zuo Shan-Ke had gone to the Universe Ocean, searching for an opportunity for revenge. My wife, my fellow sect members, my sworn brothers, my tribe. Zuo Shan-Ke's endless hatred had long been brewing over the years, deeply embedded in his soul. He was willing to pay any price for revenge. You must have patience. Wait for Luo Feng to grow. Zuo Shan-Ke didn't even seek out Luo Feng, unwilling to put any pressure on him. He just wanted Luo Feng to grow steadily. As Zuo Shan-Ke pondered, he continued walking. Suddenly, he saw a figure ahead and immediately bowed. City Lord of Arid Wind. The divine power incarnation of the City Lord of Arid Wind responded impatiently, then swiftly left. Zuo Shan-Ke wasn't bothered in the slightest. He knew that the true form of the City Lord of Arid Wind was currently imprisoned by his disciple Luo Feng. Moments later, Zuo Shan-Ke arrived at an ancient hall. He waited patiently in the vast, empty hall. After a long time, a figure bathed in flames appeared on the throne. Zuo Shan-Jin, do you want to cultivate the primordial bloodline? The fiery figure looked down at Zuo Shan-Ke. Yes, Godly King Blazing Fire. Zuo Shan-Ke respectfully replied. A Chaos Realm guest minister, wanting to cultivate the primordial bloodline? You either gather enough merit, or you fully join the Thunder Ancient Kingdom. The fiery figure looked at Zuo Shan-Ke. Your merit is insufficient. Zuo Shan-Ke said, I am willing to fully join the Thunder Ancient Kingdom. Guest ministers had a lot of freedom, and leaving an ancient kingdom was normal. But once fully joined, they were bound to the Thunder Ancient Kingdom's cause. Very well, the fiery figure nodded. Fully joining the Thunder Ancient Kingdom only grants you the qualification to cultivate the primordial bloodline. Truly mastering it, there are still many obstacles. Even among royal descendants, few manage to even get started, let alone transcend in the Chaos Realm. I understand, Zuo Shan Ke responded. To cultivate the primordial bloodline, the stronger your mind and will, the better. The deeper your understanding of the origin paths, the better. If the residual wool of the primordial bloodline completely pollutes you, making you forget yourself, you'll be entirely out of control. The fiery figure continued, according to the rules of our Thunder Ancient Kingdom, once you lose control and lose yourself, you will be imprisoned for 100,000 eras. If you cannot regain your sense of self within that time, you will be executed. I understand, I am prepared. Zuo Shan Ke was already a godly king, far beyond the chaos realm in terms of realm. After countless trials and tribulations, his mind and will had reached the second level of the godly king. He was confident that he could remain clear-headed during the initial stages of cultivation. As for later stages, that was uncertain. Not long ago, an ancient existence in the Thunder Ancient Kingdom, the Snow Demon Godly King, had lost control. The Snow Demon Godly King's strength was on par with the 9 sovereigns of the Thunder Ancient Kingdom. The only reason he hadn't become a sovereign was that he couldn't fully control his own power and would occasionally lose control. During his latest episode of losing control, he devoured everything in sight, even consuming the true form of another godly king of the second level, Godly King Lei Sha, as well as swallowing a Godly King ultimate level weapon and digesting it. Follow me. First, select the primordial bloodline inheritance, then choose the corresponding primordial bloodline. The fiery figure led Zuo Shan Ke away. At that moment, the city lord of Arid Wind was also meeting with a godly king. Ancestor, my true form is currently imprisoned by Luo He. The divine power incarnation of the city lord of Arid Wind said anxiously. He said that I need at least 3 trillion cosmos sand before he'll release me. I can gather 800 billion myself, but I'm still short by 2.2 trillion cosmos sand. You're incompetent, and now you want to borrow cosmos sand from me? A towering giant sat stroking his scales, curling his lips. I'm short on resources myself for my own cultivation. Ancestor, the city lord of Arid Wind was desperate. Could you negotiate with Luo He on my behalf? The towering giant roared, there's nothing to negotiate. Don't you know the rules of our Thunder Ancient Kingdom? In conflicts between those at the same level, higher powers will not interfere. If your strength is inferior to your opponents, then you deserve death. Even in battles between godly kings of our Thunder Ancient Kingdom and the Flame Ancient Kingdom, several godly kings have died in the past, and neither of the 2 ancestors ever intervened. In battles between those at the same level, higher powers would not interfere. If one died, it was simply due to a lack of strength. However, if the strong bullied the weak, neither of the ancient kingdoms would tolerate it. So what now? No one in the Chaos Realm can rival Luo He. The city lord of Arid Wind felt helpless. There is a way. The towering giant smiled. The Snow Demon Prison currently needs a guard. Just 1,000 eras of service, and you can earn 1 million merits. I can exchange that merit for 3 trillion cosmos sand for you. The guard of the Snow Demon Prison? The city lord of Arid Wind was panicking. The Snow Demon Godly King is currently imprisoned there. The Thunder Ancient Kingdom was very tolerant of the Snow Demon Godly King, hoping to slowly help him fully control his bloodline power. Once he could always remain clear-headed, he would become a true sovereign. To earn 1 million merits quickly, this is the only way. The towering giant said, don't worry, the Snow Demon Godly King is imprisoned. It's relatively safe. The city lord of Arid Wind grinned. Relatively safe? If anything went wrong, his true form as the guard would be annihilated, or worse, polluted. I'll think about it. I need to think it over. The city lord of Arid Wind was full of worry. This task is highly sought after. If a godly king-level puppet can be deployed, you won't even have a chance at this task. The towering giant continued. Guarding the Snow Demon Prison came with many tasks. Godly king-level puppets were the best for this role since they were immune to wool pollution. However, there were too few of them, and with so many powerful beings in the Thunder Ancient Kingdom occasionally losing control, there simply weren't enough godly king-level puppets to go around. Ancestor, I'll think of another way. The city lord of Arid Wind immediately saluted and withdrew. If there was any other choice, he would never volunteer to guard the Snow Demon Prison. The second eruption of the Blood Spirit Star lasted about 3 days, during which Luo Feng encountered no further interference and easily collected all the Blood Spirit Gold Pearls. The second eruption is over. Luo Feng looked at the now calm Blood Spirit Star and nodded slightly. This time, I obtained a total of 72 blood spirit gold pearls.
原石正
Then,
在旋
with a
转。
thought, Luo Feng retracted the
希
vast
望
Black
珍宝
River
在闪
world.
耀，
Over the
那
past
是
few days, the Black
希
River
望
world
海
had
谷
been
流淌
maintained,
的血光。
just in case someone attempted to steal the blood spirit gold pearls. It's been 3 days, and the city lord of Arid Wind still hasn't gathered 3 trillion cosmos sand.
人类族群
Luo Feng shook
竟
his
又
head.
诞生了
After
这样一
negotiating
个
with
怪
the
物。
city lord of Arid Wind, Luo Feng had agreed that if the city lord produced 3 trillion cosmos
有
sand,
趣，
he would release him.
区区一个
3
宇
trillion
宙
cosmos
之
sand
主，
was roughly equivalent
一
to
直
1
就能
million
扛住
merits.
你的虚
Cultivating
真
the
幻
primordial
境。
bloodline body required a cost of
看
at
来
least
你
several
身
million
上
merits.
藏
Luo
着连
Feng
我
was
都
only
感
asking
兴趣
for 1
的大
million
秘。
merits worth, which wasn't much. Let's send the blood spirit gold pearls back first. Luo Feng shot off into
我
the
的道
sky. While flying,
就是杀
Luo
出一条
Feng
血路。
naturally split off an incarnation. One incarnation carried the blood spirit gold pearls
我
and
有一
headed
刀，
straight for the true capital.
可战宇宙。
His true body flew toward the border city, Shangji City, where great sage Yan Su resided.